Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you my TBR for the TBR Takedown readathon and for the Genreathon readathon. And if I'm looking down, it's because I have like a little list in front of me. But yeah, so the first few books I'm going to show you are going to be my TBR for the TBR Takedown, which takes place from April 8th to the 10th. It's a 3-day little readathon, and readathons are my favorite, in case you guys didn't know. So there's a little, they have a few little like challenges and stuff, so I'm going to be following those. You don't have to do them, but basically the premise of this is to just read books that have been on your TBR. The first two books, I'm kind of giving myself some options here, but the first little challenge is to read a standalone, and the first book that I have is My Heart and Other Black Holes by Jasmine Wanga. I've been hearing such great things about this, and I got this from the library as soon as I saw it because I heard such great things about it. And it's not too long, so hopefully I'll get to this. And then if I don't get to that one and I'm not in the mood to read it, or if I'm not liking it, it's always good to have options with readathons, I found out. So the other book that I chose was Tiger Lily by Jodi Lynn Anderson. This is a Peter Pan retelling from the perspective of Tiger Lily, and Peter Pan is my absolute favorite, and I know I'm just gonna like whiz through this book, and it's only like 300 pages, so that's really good, and I'm super excited to get to this. Hopefully I'll get to both, but I don't know because it's only 3 days. The next challenge is to read a book from your most recent haul, and this is the last book I believe that I've bought, and that is the first book in the Kingdom Keepers series by Ridley Pierce. It's basically about these kids who like fight off the Disney villains in Magic Kingdom and all the other, I think it's in all, I might just be in Magic Kingdom, but it might be in all the other parks. Basically they're in Disney and they fight off the villains after the park closes at night, and I just think that's really cool. I read the first book when I was really little, I remember, but I remember really liking it and I want to continue with the series, so I bought the first book. The next challenge is to read a book that is a catch-up in a series, and for this I'm reading Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This is the fifth Harry Potter book. I know I haven't read Harry Potter. I'm getting to it. So I'm 21 pages into this right now, so hopefully, I know it's like a pretty big book and I'm super excited about it, and these again are super easy to read. And the last challenge for the TBR Takedown is a book that has been on your TBR for over a year, and for this I chose City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. You know, I haven't read any of the Mortal Instruments series. I've never read a Cassandra Clare book in my whole life, and I really want to. I've been interested in this book forever, but I never wanted to spend the money, so I got this from the library recently. If you saw my last video, you already know that. But yeah, this is the last book that I plan on reading for the TBR Takedown. And now on to the books that I plan on reading for Genreathon, and the only rule for this readathon is to read 3 books of different genres. I have 5 books that I plan on reading. It's a 7-day thing, and I really don't have a lot going on next week, so hopefully I could just bang all these books out, and if I don't get to some of them, that's okay. So the first book that I plan on reading is a classic, and I haven't read any classics this year actually. So this book is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This is the Barnes & Noble signature edition, in case you were wondering. It has deckled edges, which is my fave. But I watched the 2007 adaptation with Keira Knightley. I think it's 2007. With Keira Knightley, and I really liked it because it was on Netflix, and I just wanted to watch it before I started reading the book because I didn't know if I was going to like the story. So this is the first book that I plan on reading. The next book is adult fiction, and I haven't heard anything about this book, but it's really intriguing to me, and that is Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore, which is by Robin Sloan. And yeah, this again isn't that long of a book, and I'm pretty sure I could read it like super quick, and it's really interesting, so I'm interested to see what I think about it. Next book is a young adult novel by Victoria Schwab. It's also a series. I think it's considered fantasy, but I'm not positive. But that is The Unbound, which is the second book in the Archive series by Victoria Schwab. I read the first book a few weeks ago, and I really liked it, so I saw the second book at the library and I just decided to pick it up. And then the next book that I plan on reading is a contemporary novel, and if you know me, you know contemporaries aren't my favorite, so we'll see. But I've heard really great things about this, and that is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like this book. I like the idea of it, and from what I've heard, I've only heard really great things about it, so hopefully I like it, and I've been meaning to get to this forever. And then the last book that I have for this is a fantasy. I'm pretty sure it's young adult, but I could be wrong, it might be adult. But that is Magana by Maria Davana Headley. I don't know how to say her name, so sorry if I'm saying it wrong. But this book has such a gorgeous cover, and I'm just super interested and intrigued by it. And I've had it for a while, so I figured I would just get to it. So those are all the books that I plan on reading for these readathons. If you want to join in the readathon, definitely do it, because readathons are so much fun. And yeah. So I will link both of the pages down below, the Twitter pages for these readathons, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!